remarks, and if late people come in and need to register, we'll probably let them register. So, first of all, thanks for being here. My name is Weston. I'm a lawyer and an auctioneer. My auctioneer number is 6224. This is my father, allegedly. His name is Rick. He is a lawyer and auctioneer as well, and his auctioneer number is 6104. So just a couple initial notes. I'm actually going to be calling the properties slightly out of order based on what I think is a very reasonable request. So we're going to be calling property number 4 last. Property number 4 is just the building. So if you were to purchase 5 or 6, one of those purchasers may want to purchase 4 and just move it over a little bit, put it on one of those 2 lots. So we are recording this auction. You need to be registered to bid. If you don't have a bidder number, you are not a registered bidder, and I will not accept your bid. There are also some people who are bidding absentee. Heather, who was one of our staff members, who you probably met earlier, will be notifying me of their bids. And there's an absentee bidder on properties number 3 and 6. Okay? So the auction will move quickly, so don't wait too long to bid. Once I say sold or bang this your gavel, the bidding is over. There is a 10% buyer's premium. So if you bid $100,000, and we hope you all do, you will pay $110,000. If you bid $10,000, you will pay $11,000. You are also responsible for all recording fees and transfer taxes, which adds another approximately 1% to your high bid. The successful bidder is required to sign a memo of sale. Samples are here on the registration table. So you are required to pay for the property in full within roughly 35 days. If you do not, you will forfeit your deposit, or the town will sue you to force the sale. So you'll be seeing Rick and me in a very different capacity. Okay? If you are the second highest bidder, you can elect to be the backup bidder. There is no obligation to purchase. Being a backup bidder just means that we can contact you if the sale to the successful bidder falls through for any reason. There's no additional deposit. It's basically just giving us permission to contact you in case the high bidder falls through. So checking out. So this will move quickly. This will probably take no more than half an hour, I would think. So even if you're only interested in bidding on the first property, please wait until the auction has concluded to check out. Okay? People who have not purchased a property will check out first. For these folks, you'll just return your bidder card where Heather is sitting at the yellow table, and you're going to sign a release, and you're getting your deposit back in full. Okay, so you don't need to worry. You're going to get your deposit back if you're not the high bidder. Okay, please be patient. Things will move quickly. We have a lot of folks here today. If you have purchased one of the 6 properties that we're selling here today, you will check out second. It's a little more involved. We require successful bidders to provide a deposit of 10% of the purchase price. And because of that, we're going to be requiring an additional deposit if the property purchased exceeds a certain amount, so $10,000. These people will also need to sign a memorandum of sale, which I mentioned before leaving here. We'll explain this all again at the end of the auction if you are a successful bidder.
Actually, the people who are successful bidders, those 6 people will check out with me at the front table.
Thanks, Dad. So Sager and Smith PLLC, the law firm we contract with for handling these auctions, will charge $50 for each check return for insufficient funds. So if you're a successful bidder, make sure you transfer some money on Sunday to your account, because we don't like that very much. So this is important. This is a disclaimer. Anything you may have seen on the NH Tax Deed and Property Auctions website, or the marketing materials about the properties to be auctioned, or anything you may have heard me or anyone else from NH Tax Deed and Property Auctions say about the properties to be auctioned is for informational purposes only. You are not to rely on anything I or anyone else from NH Tax Deed and Property Auctions say or have said regarding the properties. By bidding at this auction, you are indicating that you have done whatever research you deem appropriate, such as title. Let me say that again. Title, fitness for a particular purpose, zoning restrictions, etc., and are satisfied that the property you are bidding on is worth whatever amount you choose to bid. Each property is being sold as is, where is, with all faults. And if there's still an auction sign on the property, though, you get to keep that as a souvenir. Let me just say this again. Being the high bidder and signing the memo of sale is a binding agreement that you must honor. We cannot stress this enough, okay? So we have some upcoming auctions. We have one next week, a week from today, in Stoddard, New Hampshire. We're selling 2 properties there, a lovely cabin and a roughly half an acre lot near a lake. So check that one out. For 2025, we're already booking a number of towns, including Hooksett, Bethlehem, and Rochester. We're going to hammer down those dates at some point soon, and that will be on our website. We also have several other auctions in the works. So, which leads me to the next thing, which is we have sign-up sheets here, and I think at the front desk.
Yes.
To sign up for our email alerts, which is the best way to learn about when we're having auctions. You don't have to keep checking our website, okay? We don't send out a ton of emails. We send out, I think, an average of 2 or 3 per auction. So that is just a good way to know about our future auctions. You can also sign up on our website on the home page as well. We also have a Facebook page now, so like us there if you want. And then do you want to do the slide? I know.
I have to do everything.
So the properties here, I believe all 6 are tax deeded properties, which means they were acquired for non-payment of taxes by the former owner. So in a tax deeded property sale, it's actually a really great thing for pretty much everyone involved. First of all, we love them because we get paid 10% of the purchase price on top of what the high bid is. Another 1% of that purchase price, as I mentioned before, goes to the state for transfer tax and other filing fees, et cetera, et cetera. And then the purchase price itself will go to the town of Grafton up to the amount of back tax, interest, cost, and penalty it is owed, okay? Anything above that amount will be going to the former owners and or lien holders. So that means that if there's an outstanding mortgage on the property, or if there's another type of lien on the property, that lien holder might get reimbursed from the sale of this property. If there are no liens, then that means that the property owner will get whatever is above and beyond what the municipality is owed. So in these auctions, it's great because the former owner can get a fresh start, the town gets back what it's owed, that reduces your tax burden in town, and also the purchaser's happy because now you have a new property. So these are really good. We encourage all towns to sell these tax deeded properties. This has actually changed relatively recently. In New Hampshire it was 2020 and nationally it was 2023. So now, regardless of how long a town will hold on to a tax deeded property, there is a constitutional obligation actually to return those funds and any excess funds to the former owners and lien holders. So it's a really good thing for the community. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. This isn't PBS. Let's move on. All right. So everyone registered who wants to bid. Great. Any questions before I begin the auction? Yes.
How fast do you need that deposit if you're a winning bidder?
We usually deposit on Monday, but if you are the successful bidder, just let us know if you need like till Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. We can make accommodations if necessary. Yes.
Is there any back taxes on the properties?
So this is how it works in New Hampshire anyway, is that when a property is taken by municipal tax deed, okay, whatever property taxes, and correct me if I'm wrong, Rick, and I'm sure you will, even if I'm not wrong, is that the back taxes that are municipal taxes on that are extinguished, and then the town will receive whatever results from the sale. So if there's a shortfall, like let's say the town, I'm just going to use round numbers, is owed 20 grand, property sells for 10 grand, the town will get 10 grand, and then they'll just eat the 10 grand loss, okay? But that's not necessarily a bad thing because that might not be a particularly desirable property, and now that property is resuming generating tax revenue for the community. Okay, so basically there's no municipal liens that survive this process. However, there's always a chance that a lien could survive. It's exceptionally rare. I don't think either of us have seen that in the time we've done it, could happen, but we just make sure to mention that because there are many, many types of liens and mortgages out there, and they're all a little weird. So we can't just say without a shadow of a doubt that these are, going to be sold without any liens on them, because that would be wrong.
I'll just add that when you buy a property, you're not responsible to pay whatever back taxes are on it. If that was
Municipal taxes.
municipal taxes.
Yes.
And there are back taxes on all these properties, because they were all taken for non-payment of taxes.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the question comes up, and it's just, so you won't be responsible for any back taxes owed to the town.
Thank you.
What's the situation on number 4? As far as
Here.
the property it's sitting on?
So it's
I couldn't
So
quite
is
read
this-
the thing that was kind of kept.
Oh, sorry, I was too fast. So, and it's on our website too, we've disclosed this. So property number 4, and we can get to this when we get to property 4, but property 4 is just the building. It's building only. And the land underneath is not owned by the town. It is not one of the properties being sold here today, okay?
But there was a
It is
little,
a private
there
owner.
was a little thing in there that they're working on, maybe the property as well?
That's properties 5 and 6, not
Oh.
property 4. So properties 5 and 6, I'll talk about this now, and I'll talk about it again when we get to properties 5 and 6. So properties 5 and 6, we learned earlier this week that there is a mortgage on those 2 properties that was not properly noticed with a 90-day letter, which is required. So before property, God, this is complicated. So if a property is taken within the last 3 years, okay, for non-payment of taxes, there is a statutory obligation for the town to notify the former owners and mortgage holders that there is going to be a sale of the properties, okay? And that's called a 90-day letter, okay? So what we do is we will send out a 90-day letter to all the former owners and mortgage holders, okay, before the auction begins at their last known address, right? But what happens sometimes is that we don't know that there's a mortgage on the property until later on in the process. So what we're going to be doing, and it's not going to necessarily have a huge effect on properties 5 and 6. So we're going to send that notice after this auction to the mortgage holder, which is HUD for those 2 properties, okay? And we're going to give them the right to redeem those properties according to New Hampshire statutory law, okay? And if they do not redeem those properties, then the sale will proceed. It'll just delay closing by between like a day and 30 days.
Maybe,
Yeah. And if they do redeem those, 1 or both of those properties, whatever deposit you put down will be refunded to the penny, okay? Because that's just how that's gonna be, okay? We wish we had discovered this earlier. We would have sent out those letters, but we didn't, but we wanna go forward with the sale, particularly because of the relationship between properties 5 and 6 and property 4, given that property 4 does not have the underlying land, and those could be useful for that purpose. So if you're buying properties 5 and 6, if you're interested in those, they're very good properties, just keep that in mind that closing will be delayed potentially by that amount of time. And if it is redeemed, you'll get back everything that you put down here today. All right, any other questions? I feel like I'm teaching a class. All right, so let's do all right, of course. This is our second auction today, so if you've seen this before, don't spoil the surprise. We're going to auction off a $100 bill, because if you've never been to a live auction before, it's important for people to know how to do it. So, it's a real $100 bill, according to my dad, but you can't trust him.
I'm a lawyer.
Doesn't mean you're not a counterfeiter. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the bidding on this $100 bill at $20. Who wants to give me $20 for this $100 bill? Great. I saw you back in first number 33. I need $40. I got $40. I saw you on the aisle first, sir. I need $60. I got $60 out in the back. I need $80. Who wants to give me $80? I got $80 in back. Looking for 90. I got 90 in back. How about 100? Anyone want to give me $100? I got $100 in back. Sold for $100, $100 bill. So with the 10% buyer's premium, you owe me $10. We'll call it even. So one thing I just want to say too, this is a very crowded room. Raise your bidder card if you want to bid. Number 28 in back. don't do that, because I'm going to call you as a bidder, just because you're showing me the card. So put your bidder card down if you don't want to bid, okay? And if you do want to bid, I'm not going to be necessarily, if you want to nod or wink, I'm not that good of an auctioneer, okay? I need to see your card to register your bid, okay? So with that, yep. All right, so again, this is the next lesson in this class that I'm teaching. So properties 1 and 2. Normally these auctions are not complicated, but properties 1 and 2 are across the road from one another, and they're both relatively large lots. So to accommodate people who may just want lot 1 or lot 2, or lots 1 and 2 together, for just these two properties, you're going to do, I don't know if it's called like a combination auction, okay? So I'm going to auction off property 1 first, then I'm going to auction off property 2 second, okay? We're going to add those totals together, and then I'm going to start the bidding at the combined lots at that amount, okay? Bidding will continue, and then once bidding ceases, then I'm going to go back and re-auction property 1 and 2. If those combined bids do not exceed the combined bid, then it goes to the combined bidder, okay? So it's just a way for whoever wants whatever combination of properties to get what they're looking for, because these lots are, in my opinion, are valuable both as individual lots and as a combination. So we just wanted to accommodate bidder interest in that way, okay? So with that in mind, let's go to property 1. And gentlemen, you gotta please keep it down because it's gonna get loud here otherwise. So, can you?
Oh, right.
All right. So this is the first again in this, and bidding will alternate until we settle on a particular high bid. So this is property number 1, 6 Height of Land Road, tax map 2-130. It's a nearly 7-acre lot near Tewksbury Pond, and property number 2 contains 2 manufactured homes, also has a storage shed and a parked RV. All the vehicles and personal property on site will be included in the sale. It's assessed at $87,600. We're going to start the bidding there at $87,600. Anyone want to give me $87,600 for this lot? Didn't think so. How about $60,000? We're going to start the bidding at $60,000. Is that a bid? No, I'm kidding. What?
10,000.
10,000. Sir, can I see your card? So 10,000, I need 20. I got 10 over here, I need 20. I got 10,000, I got 20 in back, I need 30. I have 20,000, I got 30, I need 40. I got 30 in back, I got 40 over here, I need 50. I got 40 over here, I need 50. I'm looking for $50,000 on this lot. I got 50,000, looking for 60. I have 50 in back, looking for 60,000. I have 50,000 in back.
55.
Could you do 60, sir?
Yeah, I'll do 60.
Okay, I got 60. I need, there's really a lot of persuasion. I got 60, I need 70. I got 60, I need 70. Anyone want to give me 70,000 on the slot? I got 60 over here, I'm looking for 70. I have 60,000 over here, I'm looking for 70. How about 65? I have 60,000 over here, sorry sir, I'm looking for 65. I have 60,000 over here, I'm looking for 65. I got 65, looking for 70. I have 65 in back, looking for 70. I have $65,000 in back, looking for 70. Are we all done at $65,000, subject to the combination auction that I've been talking about before? We have $65,000 in back, going once, going twice. That is the high bid for property 1, is $65,000 to bidder number 32. Yeah. And sir,
Yes.
do you want to be the backup for this conditional weird thing we're doing? 19. And that's at 60. Okay. So let's go to property number 2. So this is Main Street. This is a nearly 6.5-acre lot. It's located near property 1. Has ample road frontage on Main Street and Height of Land Road. It's assessed at $22,800. I want to note the tax maps for this particular lot were wildly inaccurate. That is the plan of this lot. So the tax maps will display this as having waterfront on Tewksbury Pond. It does not appear to have waterfront. I just want to make that clear, okay? So, and the lot above it apparently is lot number 1. So that's the lot that was just tentatively sold. Okay. We should actually auction instead of just talking about all this stuff. It's assessed at $22,800. Who wants to give me $22,800 to start? Didn't see Seeing none, how about 10,000? Anyone start at 10? I got 10 here, how about 15? I have 10,000 over here looking for 15. I have 10,000, this is a standalone lot looking for 15,000. Are we all done at 10,000 for this lot? Going once. Anyone want to give me?
12.5.
I'll go 12.5. Great. I have 12.5 looking for 15. I have 12.5. I got 15 over here looking for 17.5. I have 15 over here looking for 17.5. Still a nice lot. I have 15 over here looking for 17.5. Anyone want to give me 17.5 on this lot? I got it. I'm looking for 20. I have 17.5 looking for 20. I have 17,500 looking for 20,000. 17,005 looking for 20. Are we all done at 17.5? Going once, going twice. Okay, the high bidding has stopped at 17,500 for property number 2. I don't trust myself to do the math. I don't trust Rick either, so Heather, whenever you're ready.
And you're number 19, you want me back up on this lot? 41
And 15.
and 15.
$82,500. Okay, we're going to start the bidding at $83,000. Does anyone want to start the bidding at $83,000 for the combined lots 1 and 2? I have $83,000 back looking for $85,000. I have $83,000 in back looking for $85,000. This is for the combined lots 1 and 2. I have $83,000 in back looking for $85,000. Are we all done at $83,000 for this stage? Going once, going twice. So that high bid is now $83,000. Okay, and that's bidder number 32. There's no backups on that. Okay, so now the last high bid was $65,000 on property number 1. Does anyone give me $70,000 on property number 1 alone? Anyone give me $70,000 on property number 1 alone? Are we all done at $65,000, the current high bid on property number 1 for purposes of this weird auction that I'm doing? Are we all done at 65? Seems like we are. What was the high bid for 2?
17.5.
All right, we have 17,500 is the high bid for property number 2. Anyone give me 20,000 on property number 2? Are we all done at 17,500 looking for 20,000? Are we all done with that? Going once, going twice, sold to that properties 1 and 2 combined, to bidder number 32 in the back for at least $83,000.
Yes.
All right, well that was annoying. All right, this is going to go a lot faster now because we don't have to do all that nonsense. All right, bidder number, it's property number 3, 67 Hamilton Pond Road, tax map 10S-31. It's a 0.5 acre lot in a private neighborhood with a lovely cabin. I love this place. Contains a shed and an outhouse. According to the town tax card, also has water access to nearby Half-Mid Pond. Any personal property on site, be that outside or inside the dwelling, is included in the sale. Again, if I weren't the auctioneer, I'd be bidding on this. It's assessed at $44,900. Anyone give me $44,900 for this property? Didn't think so. How about $30,000? Who wants to give me $30,000 for this lovely cabin? How about 10? I'll start with 10. I need 20. I got 10 in back. I got 20. I'm looking for 30. I got 20. I'm looking for 30. I have 20,000. I'm looking for 30,000. I got 30,000. I saw you first, sir, on the left, number 12. I'm looking for 40,000. I have 30,000 over here. I'm looking for 40,000. I have 30,000 over here. Looking for 40,000. I got it. I'm looking for 50,000. I have 40,000 on the aisle. Looking for 50,000. I have $40,000 on the aisle. Looking for 50,000. How are we going to find a cabin for this amount of money? It's awesome. I have $40,000 looking for 50,000. Yeah. It's still lovely. I have 40,000 over here looking for 50,000. Are we all done? How about 45,000? I have 40,000 over here looking for 45. Are we all done at 40,000? I got 45 new bidder, looking for 50. I have 45,000 looking for 50,000. 45,000 still a steal. 45,000 looking for 50,000. should really bid on this. I have 45,000 looking for 50,000. I know. 45,000 looking for 50. Are we all done?
47.5.
I'll do 47.5 looking for 50. I have 47.5 looking for 50. 47.5. I got 50 up front. New bidder. 52.5 is the bid I'm looking for. I got 50 up front looking for 52.5. Are we all done at $50,000 for this lovely cabbage? Picking up my gavel. Going once. Going twice. Sold for $50,000 even to bidder number, sir. Can I see your number 25?
Number what?
25.
25 for 50,000.
And sir, you want to be back up at 47.5. Number 19 at 47.5.
Yep.
All right, so I don't think I need to go through this again. This is for properties 5 and 6. So this is a note for it. It's also on our website. Hopefully it'll lead to delay closing, but if this property is redeemed, we will refund your deposit. Okay?
Just say we're going out of order.
And we are going out of order, so property 4 will be last. We're doing this because the person who wants property 4 to put it on 5 or 6 will have a better opportunity to know that. So we're going to start with property 5, then 6, then 4. All right, this is property number 5, 75 Davis Road, tax map 11-1237-2. It's a 2 1/4 acre, roughly, largely cleared, mostly level lot, a residential neighborhood. It's got lovely views, has a partially completed structure on it, and it's close to property 4 and property 6. It's assessed at 32.5. Let's start the bidding at 32.5. I will do the obligatory pause, and then go down to 20,000. Who wants to give me $20,000 on this piece? I got 20, I'm looking for 25. I have 20,000, I got 25, looking for 30. I have 25, I'm looking for 30. I have 25,000, looking for 30,000. Still a good deal. I have 25,000, looking for 30,000. I have 20, I got 30,000, looking for 35. I have 30,000, I got, sorry, you first, sir, 35. I need 40. You want to do 40, sir? I got 40, looking for 45. I have 40 in the middle, looking for 45. I have 40,000 in the middle, looking for 45,000. I have 40,000 in the middle, looking for 45,000. I got it. I have 45,000 looking for 50,000. This is a very nice lot. I have 50,000 looking for 55,000. I have 50,000 looking for 55,000. I have 50,000 looking for 55,000. I have 50,000 is the high bid in the center, looking for 55. You want to do 52.5, sir? Okay, we'll do 52.5. I'm looking for 55. I have 52.5, I got 55, looking for 57.5. 57.5 is what I'm looking for. I have 55 in the middle, looking for 57.5. I have 55 in the middle, looking for 57.5. I have 55 in the middle. Are we all done at 55,000? Going once. Going, you got it? Okay, it's 57. I love the card. All right, I have 57.5 looking for 60. I have 57, I got 60. 62.5 is the new high bid I'm looking for. I have 60, I need 62.5. I have 60 in the middle looking for 62.5. I have 60 in the middle looking for 62.5. I got my gavel again. Are we all done at 60,000? Going once. Going twice. Sold for 60,000 to bidder number 8. And sir, I think you're 19.
Yep.
57.5 for bidder 19 as next. All right, we got 2 properties left. Despite my glove leather, it's pretty fast. 49 Davis Road, tax map 11-1237-3. It's a 2.7 acre lot on Davis Road. Change walking trails, personal properties included on site. In the sale, it's located near property number 4 and property number 5. It's assessed at $75,800. I don't know if I mentioned the house. Seems like a pretty decent house too out there. So again, $75,800. And you want to give me that for this property? They're going to make me work. Okay, how about 50,000? You want to give me? I got 50,000 looking for 60. I have 50,000 looking for 60. I got it. Looking for 70,000. I have 60,000 over here looking for 70. I have it. I'm looking for 80. I have it. I'm looking for 90. I have 80 over here. I got 90 looking for 100,000. I have 100,000 looking for 110,000. I have 100,000 over here looking for 110,000. I have 100,000 over here looking for 110,000. I got it. Looking for 120. I got 110 looking for 120. I have 110 looking for 120. I I have 110,000 looking for 120,000. How about 115,000? I have 110 here looking for 115 on this house. I have 110 looking for 115. Are we all done at $110,000 on this house? Going once. Going twice. Sold for 110,000 to bidder number 18. And sir, do you want to be back up at 100? Sir? You want to be back up at 100,000. Number 17 is the backup bidder at 100,000. All right, last lot. So this is property number 445 Davis Road, tax map 11-1237-1-X. It's a 3-bed, 1.5-bath manufactured house in a residential neighborhood. Built in 1974. It's in pretty good condition for its age, I have to say. It's located next to property 5 and property 6. It's assessed at $18,300. Note that the structure, this is just the building, it does not include the underlying land. So you need to figure out something with the current landholder or probably move the structure to a new location. Okay. Everyone, we're almost done, folks. Anyone want to give me $18,300 for this? Probably not. How about $10,000? Going to give me $10,000 for this. How about $5,000? Anyone give me $5,000 for this house? How about $1,000? Anyone give me $1,000? Is there any interest? Anyone, $100? Anyone want to bid $100 on this house? It's a pretty nice house.
Be quiet.
Any bids whatsoever? If there's no interest, this will remain unsold. I got $100, number 3. Anyone want to do $200 on this? I have $100, bidder number 3, I'm looking for 2. I have $100 looking for $200.
What do we make on $100?
$10.
Okay, great.
All right, so I'll almost pay for your lunch, so you got a McDonald's. All right. All right. The high bid is currently 100. Going once.
I don't think so.
Going twice. Sold to bidder number 3 for $100.